Morning, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. Let's get into the picks for Sunday, April 20th. We're going to be talking about a lot of Major League Baseball today that will be fired up. Some really great kind of pitching matchups in terms of we're looking for a lot of runs. I think we're going to get a lot of offensive production here on this Sunday. I'll get into some of my best bets. We'll recap yesterday. Be a little quicker video today. Just talk about some of the games that I like briefly and then get you on your way. So if you need to spend time with friends, family, church, whatever that may be, we get to it. But up early, we're going to get this video out, and hopefully everyone got what they needed to get from their Easter bunny, leaving a nice little basket. Let's get some winners within that basket. Cash some tickets today. Yesterday, fully did not deliver, in my opinion. We did not get the win from the Dodgers. They blew a game in the bottom frame of the ninth. That's something that is very unfortunate. Tigers got stuck at 4, but we did cash within fading Paul Skeens, taking some plus 150 action within the Cleveland Guardians. Was a very kind of break-even day across the board. Ended up cashing a ticket within hockey and kind of had a fun day outside of betting at the casino. So all in all, nice little Saturday. So we'll put it all together. We'll finish up the weekend strong. Let's get into my best bets today. All right, so that's where we're going to dive into Outlier to break this all down. First game on the card that we want to talk about. And I am just going to kind of give you guys my leans as we get through, and eventually we will end up on my best bets where I talk about the 3 plays that I'll be giving out on the channel. Okay, but I do want to kind of touch upon some of these games in a little bit more in depth. Okay, Miami and Philadelphia. This is an interesting one. We do get Jesus Luzardo going against his former club, and I do think this is where the Phillies continue to roll at home. I'm going to pull up a graphic for you guys. Phillies team runs here over the last 5 days, 6, 4, 6, 7, and 11 respectively. I'm going to grab some plus money value. Maybe they go out to have a little fun today within kind of bang up the Gillespie story. I think he goes about 4 or 5 innings. Then we get into the bullpen. Don't trust that whatsoever. It's a little bit taxed, and I think Phillies really will look to put on a show for their home team on this Sunday. And I kind of like that plus 124 in terms of plus money. So we're going to take that today with Philly going over 5.5 runs. A little bit of an alt total, team total there for you guys to kick off the best bets. Next game that we do want to talk about, Skew Ball's on the bump. He kind of falls into my Skeens category lately. I know he dealt last time out, but still nothing like we saw last year within the Cy Young candidate. An award winner for that 2.66 ERA. A little bit, it's a little bit up there. Okay, it's a little bit of a reversion to the mean. He's a hell of a pitcher within kind of what Kansas City is able to do. Michael Wacha looking for his 4th loss of the season. I would lean Tigers. I really do want to get involved, but it's just not at this price. It's too much just because of Screwball pitching. So that's kind of my little PSA to stay away, even though I think the Tigers are playing some of the best baseball right now in the major leagues. Okay, it kind of pains me to say that. Yankees and the Rays, as we look at Max Fried going against Ryan Pepio, we go and see some action down south as they look into the AAA ballpark there, the Yankees AAA ballpark at George M. Steinbrenner Field, and that's kind of where we look into the potential for a decent little pitching matchup. I think that we do go under the total here. That's kind of where I would lean with Yankees-Rays. We look at kind of the number here, and you got to kind of ask yourself, guys, as we pull this up full screen, when do we see a Yankees total kind of with this great a value here around 8.5? Okay, so that's kind of where I would lean towards potentially taking the under here. I just don't want to because of the ballpark that they do play in within that kind of different climate down there. It does set up for a little bit of a disaster with the long ball. Okay. Next game that we will talk about, that we will have a kind of official play in, this will be the Dodgers and the Rangers. And then I will touch about one more. We skipped around a little bit. But the Dodgers, it really stung us last night. And I apologize. I can't go out there and close the game myself. I'll be sure to send a little DM to that closer. And, hey, shout out to Texas, fought back. And for those of you that are happy you didn't bet it, said it was a fishy line. The line was the line. I think that was more so based on reversion numbers, not necessarily that the fix was in. So there are no fixes in baseball, contrary to popular belief. But that's kind of where you look at the Dodgers. A little bit of a get-right game today. We do have to talk about Glass now, okay? And the reason why is, yes, he's 1-0 on the season, had a little no decision, but talk about the Dodgers and what he's been able to do. He's had some command issues, okay? I watched him play, throw a game in the rain a little wet conditions, and then his bounce back spot that I was looking for, we kind of got all of the same, and the conditions were perfect. So I just kind of worry about his effectiveness. I do think that for a pitcher his caliber, it's going to be hard to have 3 kind of command-ish starts. So usually you do get that worked out within like a 2-week time period at worst. But I do like Tyler Glass now right here in this spot to bounce back, going against a Rangers club who does hit better at home, but I still worry about them a little bit. And Maley, on the other hand, has been absolutely short of impressive. We have 3.0 ERA, 0.92 ERA for this for the righty, and it's something where I don't usually put a lot of credence into kind of early season ERAs. You got temperature differences, batting averages are down. There's a lot of variables that go into that. It's not going to tell the whole story over the course of 162 games. Okay, so that's kind of where I lean into the total here as well. So we're going to take another total here. I think it's just too good a value, under 9 at -122. We've been having a couple lower scoring games thus far in the first 2 games of the series. Look for the Dodgers to go 15-8 or 16-7 behind the likes of Tyler Glass. Now bounce back game. I lean towards the Dodgers, and we're going to go under the total of 9 at -122 on FanDuel. Okay, gives us a kind of a little bit of a push opportunity if we do get a 4-4 kind of overtime game, or extra innings, I should say. Watching hockey last night got me all screwed up, but anyways, that's kind of where I feel about this total. I just think it's a little too much value not to pass up, and I'm not fading the Dodgers offensively because they can put up 20 runs on any given night, and honestly, same that can go for the Texas Rangers. It's just kind of where the spot matches up. I want to go under 9 as a best bet. Okay, a couple other games of interest as we go down the odds board. I do want to kind of mention the Cleveland game. Okay. Just kind of my gut on this one. I think the Pirates' bats are real screwed up. I think that they might be the worst hitting team in baseball, albeit they do, for some reason, they were able to put together 11 6-hit performances respectively. I just think that this is a bad spot for them. I think Cleveland is playing good baseball, a little bit better than what maybe the standard deviation is for them on that front. But I do think that the Cleveland Guardians will complete this weekend in the city of Pittsburgh and really take down Mitch Keller. And that's kind of how I feel about it. So this isn't a homer pick, guys. You could all just kind of sit back and relax. I just truly think that the Pirates are almost on the auto fade list if you want to get into a system play. And that's kind of just me sensing that, I think, before it actually really starts to matter. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. I think that when a team's going to slump, you do get kind of those warning signs, and it's going to be about, I think, a 2-week kind of lull for the Pittsburgh Pirates, in my personal opinion. So just keep that in mind. Next one that I think that is relevant to talk about, that is going to be the likes of Cincinnati and Baltimore. 1:35 first pitch. This is one where we look at kind of the TBD pitcher not named yet for the Reds, so maybe they come with a little staff day. Who knows? But this is kind of how we feel about it, and I apologize because he's a great guy. Really, truly root for him. But hey, on any given day, we're going to bet against him. So we do get Charlie Morton, Uncle Charlie, on the bump for the Orioles. And as he, pushes into that AARP card, something where you look at kind of his late years in his career, it's just not the same. Okay, he's pushing a 10 ERA, 0-4 in Camden. It's a very favorable ballpark to hit the baseball out of the yard. I think that we do get a lot of runs. This is something where, quite frankly, guys, I'm taking the even money plus price because it's something where I think we surpassed 10 very easily. So I'm going over 9.5 as my last official play on today's card. Okay, so that's how I'm going to go about the full slate. We do have 3 games. Also, just kind of cast some light on some games that I want to mention because we've been kind of having that sensing a lot of spots where, maybe like a team like the White Sox can turn some heads. And that's kind of where I want to point out some things for you guys. Personally, I think that the Cardinals and Cubs game that we have matched up today, this is going to be a explosion of runs as well, but I just did not want to fade. I really do kind of like sometimes the lefty matchups and stuff, and I just think it's a spot where I could see the Diamondbacks being held back, but by my numbers, that should be a higher scoring affair. Same thing goes for Washington and Colorado. I really do favor runs in that. I think 10.5 is a little too low. I probably have it at 11.5 personally in this spot. San Fran, I think that them on the money line minus 108, that's a very cheap price. And then obviously the San Diego Padres at a plus 108 price here. I kind of look forward to them avoiding the sweep. So, maybe if you want to take the Padres here, plus 108, it's something I wouldn't mind. But eventually, eventually they're going to have to turn it around. And Dylan Cease going against Framber Valdez, that's kind of what I was talking about within the pitching matchups. Normally that would be the baseball tonight, Sunday night baseball game of the week, but within just kind of their performances thus far. Collectively, we're talking a 2-3 ERA, 2-3 record on the season between both pitchers, and averaging upwards of 5 plus on the ERA for both. I just can't believe it. So, especially after the season Dylan Cease put together last year. And same thing goes for Framber. So that's a game where, might get a little bit of testy, but it would not shock me if it went soaring over the total. But I do lean Padres to get this one done on the road. Okay, so that about wrap it up. Appreciate you guys rocking with me on the channel. And as always, guys, remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button if you haven't done so before exiting this video. Good luck with your picks, and we'll see you all tomorrow. We'll be back, but a quick recap of the plays today. We're going Philadelphia over 5.5 team total at plus 124. Cincinnati, Baltimore over 9.5 runs at plus 100. And the Dodgers going under the total of 9 minus 122 against Texas Rangers. Okay, that's where we're at. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.